Good evening. We had studied Giffen paradox earlier and income effect.
Yes, sir.
Today we will read substitution effect and try to prove that income effect plus substitution effect is equal to price effect.
Okay, sir.
In this class, substitution effect
Yes, sir.
price effect is the sum of income effect and substitution. Price effect is the sum of income effect and substitution effect. Shravani,
Yes, sir. Yes,
price
sir.
effect is the sum of income effect and substitution
Yes,
effect.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Price effect is the sum of income effect and substitution effect. We have already studied earlier that under income effect, we have studied earlier that under income effect, under income effect, we will have two parallel
Budget line.
price line. But in substitution effect, we will have price line,
Rotationally.
two different price line, not parallel.
Yes.
Because here income effect means
Margin
AB
call increases.
changes to AB, OA, B. This is X goods. And this is Y good. We have studied earlier that in difference curve 1 and in difference curve 2, consumer is Q1 shifted to Q2. This is called income consumption curve. This is called income consumption curve.
Yes, sir.
But when we talk about PX by PY, and there is a change in price changes from PX there is price fall from PX by PY. It has fallen to PX0 by PY. price line AB changes to AB0, which means X goods price, which means
X goods becomes cheaper.
X goods become cheaper. X good price falls. X goods price falls. Then we find out that consumer this is price effect.
Yes, sir.
This is income effect. This is income effect. Ravani,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
one girl joined today, Sunita.
With me.
For commission, state service commission and NET examination.
Hello.
NET examination candidate, Sunita Kumari.
हेलो
Yes. Good evening.
Sunita,
जी सर
introduce yourself.
जी सर मेरा नाम सुनीता है और मैं स्टेट पीसीएस की तैयारी करती हूँ और नेट का एग्जाम है इस पर मेरा।
Okay. Thank you. Best of luck.
Ravani,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sunita is introducing herself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am Shravani Devchoduri from Kolkata.
आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है।
Sound थोड़ा बढ़ाओ, increase sound.
Now you got me, Sunita. You got me.
या
Yes, I am from Kolkata. I am
जी।
preparing myself for NET exam and
Oh.
also my PG.
ओके पिक तो दिखाइए
Later on.
पिक्चर।
Shravani,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sunita wants to see you.
yes, sir. Later on, I'll show myself after completion of the class.
ओके
So first diagram, Sunita, first
Yes, sir.
diagram for income effect, consumer shift from IC1 to IC2 due to change in income. And
जी।
second diagram is price effect. Second diagram is related to price effect. Consumer was at this point, now consumer from IC1, consumer shifts to IC2. This is price effect. This is called price effect. This is called price effect. Consumer shifts from Q1 to Q2. When we mix these two diagrams, we will have one cross diagram that reflects substitution effect.
Yes.
Ravni,
Yes, sir.
if we mix these two diagrams, we will have one cross diagram inside that reflects substitution effect.
Yes, sir.
We will show here substitution effect first. Let us show substitution effect. We will draw a line parallel to the fallen price line.
Yes, sir.
This is fallen price line. Fallen price line. Parallel to this, we have drawn it so that we can draw indifference curve like this. Consumer was at point Q1. Now consumer is at Q1 dash. This is tangency, two tangency point. Q1 point on the original and Q1 dash is on yellow line, that is the parallel line to the fallen price line. Original price line is PX by PY and fallen price line is PX0 by PY, and parallel to this we have drawn PX0 by PY, that is parallel line.
Yes, sir.
In order to find out substitution effect, we have to find out one parallel line to the fallen price line, and we should draw in such a way that there is a cross between first price line and the third price line, which is drawn parallel to the second one.
Yes.
So cross will give us two position, Q1 original position and Q1 dash at the subsequent position. It means if we drop a line, it means if we draw a line, consumer is buying OM. Now after substitution effect, consumer shifts from M to MN. This MN is substitution effect. Substitution effect. Due to substitution effect, consumer is at indifference curve 1, original line, indifference curve 1. Curve does not change. Indifference curve will remain same. Price will fall. One parallel price line will be drawn. AB line is original line. AB0 is fallen price line. Then we will draw HH0. HH0 line is parallel to AB0 line. AB0 line. This is fallen price line. Fallen price line. Fallen price line. HH0 is a parallel to AB0. That means fallen price line is AB0 and fallen price line is also HH0. HH0 is tangent to the original indifference curve IC1 at Q1 dash, and AB price line is tangent to original curve IC1 at Q1. Original consumer's equilibrium point is Q1. But after substitution effect, consumer will move from Q1 to Q1 dash. Consumer will move from Q1 to Q1 dash. That is known as substitution effect. We will call it substitution effect. We will call it substitution effect. We will call it substitution effect. This is Y commodity, Y goods, and this is X goods. Y goods and X goods. X goods. That is X goods. Y goods and X goods. Consumer will not shift to higher indifference curve. Consumer will remain on the original indifference curve due to substitution effect. Sunita,
Yes, sir.
WhatsApp पर send this diagram.
Me also,
Shravani,
me also, sir.
yes.
Okay.
Shravani
Yes,
also
sir.
send the
Yes,
diagram.
sir. Yes, sir.
Shravani,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
while you are dropping perpendicular from equilibrium point to x-axis, it is vertical, not slanting. You're somewhat slanting towards right. Horizontal, vertical. The curve should be vertical. Two vertical lines should come from equilibrium point to down. X0 vertical,
Okay, sir.
x1 vertical. Just correction makes it. Make a correction. सुनीता,
जी सर.
substitution effect complete हो गया. It is complete.
Okay sir.
Now we are drawing one parallel line like this. Now we are drawing this is price consumption curve. And this is original line. This is income. This is substitution effect MN. AH. After price fall from AB to AB0, draw a line, one parallel line and one cross line. Original point is Q1 and final point is Q3. But this point is Q2. IC1, IC2. Consumer shift from OM to ON due to substitution effect. Due to substitution effect. And consumer moves from Q1 to Q3 due to price effect. This is called price effect, PE. Price effect. And this NB is equal to income effect. NT.
NT.
Sorry, NT.
जी सर. Income effect.
NT is equal to income effect. NT is income effect. Income effect. And MN plus NT is equal to MT. This is price effect. This one is income effect. Plus substitution effect. Substitution effect. It means what we notice that price effect is sum of income effect, substitution effect.
Yes.
What we notice, price effect is sum of
Income effect. and
substitution effect plus income effect. Price effect is the sum of substitution effect and income effect.
Yes.
Price effect is the sum of, price effect is the sum of substitution effect, substitution effect, and income effect. Is it clear, Sravani?
Yes, sir.
Just send a diagram drawn on your copy.
Yes, sir.
Sunita,
जी सर.
चित्र को भेजो.
Okay.
First term is substitution effect and second term is income effect.
Yes, sir.
MT is substitution effect, NT is income effect, MT is price effect. Am I clear to you, Sarvani?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I have sent you. That
Yes,
answer.
just see. Excellent. Vertical line is correct.
Thank you.
Sunita,
Yes, sir.
excellent. Diagram
Thank you,
is
sir.
very fine. So we will have this diagram. Milton Friedman has illustrated it in the equation. Price effect is the sum of substitution effect and income effect. Price effect is the sum of substitution effect, income effect is illustrated by diagram, by equation, by equation. Price effect is the substitution, is the sum of substitution effect and income effect is illustrated by equation by Milton Friedman. X is a function of price of X and income. X is demand, Px is price of X, price of X goods, M means income. So its differential will be dx is equal to del x by del px into dpx plus del x by del m dm. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. Equation 2 divided by dpx, divided by dpx. Then we will have dx by dpx equal to dpx will be cancelled in the first term. So we will have del x by del px plus del x by del m, and we will have dm by dpx. We divide it by this. Now the equation minus del m del px. Suppose price decreases, then income increases. If this happens, then we will replace dm by dpx by plus minus लिखेगा minus del m by del px. We will replace this one by this one in the final equation. Then we will have dx by dpx. This is first term equal to second term is del x by del x del px partial plus we will again put it into del x by del m, and we will put dm by dpx by this equation, del m by del px. If price falls, income increases. If price falls, income increases. So that is reflected through capital dm by dpx. Change in price related to change in income, money income. We all know that in economics, all in X leads to increase in income. So what we conclude here, that this is total, and that is why that is price effect.
Sir, here it is minus del m by del x.
dm by dpx is the main thing which we have changed, that price of income falls, then money income rises, and then this one will be represented by this one. plus minus minus. So
Sir.
dm by dpx may be written as this or may be written as this on conceptual background of the economics that fall in the price leads to increase in the money, it leads to increase in real income, and their real income increases that can be converted into increase in money income in terms of commodity, then fall in the price of X will lead to a rise in the income,
Income.
but plus minus will be finally written minus. Milton Friedman says that we will replace the total into partial.
Yes, sir. Sir, no, I understood the whole thing, but what I am
This
asking is,
partial is this
it
this
would
is
be del X or del P?
del m by, okay, you are right. Del m by del px, you are right.
Del PX.
Del px. So del m by del px will be written here, and del x by del m from the previous equation. So we will have this one as, you are right, Shravani, income effect. Income effect. Income effect is shown by Milton Friedman in a unique method, and this is
Substitution effect.
substitution effect. So it is proved that price effect is equal to substitution effect plus income effect. Price effect is equal to substitution effect plus income effect. Consumer will move from lower indifference curve to higher indifference curve. in the in the old indifference curve, we will find out substitution effect, and when money is returned to the consumer, he will switch over to the higher indifference curve, that is indifference curve 2. This is called jump, means income effect, and we take the both IC1 and IC2. This travel is known as price effect. Price effect means consumer moves from lower indifference curve to higher indifference curve, and quantity of X also increases, and that we have seen that Mn and Nt is equal to quantity in quantity, and the same is equal in equation. That's all. Write down all equation and send me to on WhatsApp. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Sunita.
Good night, sir.
You